Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my March and also kind of February favorites. So if you'd like to see what I've been enjoying lately, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start out with brushes this month. I haven't talked about brushes in a while. I have a couple brushes that I basically didn't use for a while that I've started to revisit and really like. The Sigma F82, which is the round top kabuki. Sorry, it's dirty. I used it today. I got the flat top kabuki a couple months ago and I just been using that all the time, but I've come back to this. I prefer this one when I'm not going to be doing my entire face necessarily. Lately I've been wearing a BB cream and then only applying foundation more where I need it and applying less. So I think this works better because it does have the rounded edges. It's just easier for me to blend. The F15, and this is a dual fiber blush brush. I like to wear a lot of blush, it's the truth. And lately I've been doing, instead of just the way my blush is basically applied today, which I pull up kind of towards my temples and I don't put any towards the front of my face, I've kind of switched that up and I've been wearing blush kind of with my concentration here versus here. I'll deposit the blush with this brush and then I'll actually still go for my all-time favorite blush brush, which is the Hair and Makeup Addiction, the blusher, and use that to just blend it out. This is the Sigma Buff and Blend E39. This brush was sent to me. I actually have two of these, and I think they were both sent to me. And I was like, what would I use this for? Like, I prefer natural hair to use to blend rather than synthetic. And so I just really wasn't reaching for this. I tried a couple times, didn't really like it. However, then I tried it with creams, and I love it for that. Like, I don't really like it for blending any of my like actual eyeshadows, but I like it for blending creams. So I've been using this with my Painterly paint pot to just blend that out. I really like this for under the eye correcting. So I'll go in with a corrector, whether it's the Pixie or the NYX one, and apply this because this is able to give me a very thin layer, which really helps out because I would rather have thin layers because then I'm gonna get, you know, just less product overall on my eyes, and then we're not gonna have to deal with creasing or anything like that. So this brush works really well for cream products. And then lastly, this is the Cinema Secrets Angled Liner. I've really been enjoying this because I find it does a really good job on cleaning up things. I've used a couple different brushes, like angled brushes, to clean up in the past, but I wanted something a little more precise, and this is really nice because it keeps its shape really well. And I mean, you could use this for liner too, but I don't like angled brushes for liner. But I think this does a good job on going and kind of clean up either the lip line or any type of eyeliner or even your brows. So I've really been enjoying this brush. I have a brow product. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. I basically stopped using this for a while. I was wearing quite bold brows and then I was like, ooh, what was I doing? And so then I started going back to a more natural brow, especially because my hair was platinum. And now I've been using this in basically the outer bit of my brows because my hair is so dark right now. My natural color is a little bit lighter, but we dyed it darker because it's gonna probably fade because it was bleached so light. So this is working really well just because I find that the ash brown is a little bit lighter than I prefer because I just like a bold brow. I have another MAC product. This is Brick Red. I have been using this a lot just kind of at random little like spots in my eyeshadow to warm up other ones. It's pretty much a true orange and I just think this is a very fun color. I really like warm eyes, so this is just right up my alley. So let's stay kind of in like eye products. I have two things from Strobe Cosmetics. They sent me a couple items last month and these are the two I've been reaching for the most. So this color is Truly Toxic and it's just this really fun bright lime green. It's not quite as intense as it looks. Like, here's a swatch so you can see it. You get quite a bit if you want to build it up, but you can blend it out so it's a little more sheer. I think that's a really fun color, but if you've watched a lot of my tutorials, you'll see I like pops of lime green. I think it's pretty easy to actually add a little bit, like as a highlight or something. So I really like that color and I've been reaching for that a lot. And this is probably my new favorite highlight shade. This is Gleaming Gardenia, and it's basically a pure white highlight. I also like that it's an indie brand that has pressed shadows. If you've watched me for a while, you'll know that Saucebox is one of my favorite brands. I really like supporting indie brands. I think a lot of times they have great customer service and have really cool products, and they're just not, you know, found in Sephora or something like that. But they're usually loose, and it's just harder to use loose shadows, and it makes more of a mess, and I usually only get the little baggies. So I only use those if it's like a color I can't normally get. So having a pressed shadow is great. And this color is so pretty. It's just that really nice, clean white. I've actually been sticking in my purse because it's so like portable. If you like, you know, it's allergy season and I need a little touch up on my highlight, this works great. This I know I've talked about before in my favorites, but since I've used it so much in the past 2 months, I'll give it another shout out. This is the Saucebox Etude palette. Again, I like indie brands and I prefer when they are pressed shadows. These are pressed. I have a review on this. I can link that if you're interested. Definitely one of my favorite palettes and definitely my most used. A blush that I've been using a ton that I've probably talked about before, Benefit Rockateur. As you can see, I'm like really getting close to the end. This blush I really like for the springtime. That's what I'm wearing today. It's what I've worn a ton this month and last, just because it's a very easy color for me to wear. It's not too cool, but it's also not too warm. So it's like, if I want something that's gonna be a little more for cooler lip colors, then I usually go for NARS Dolce Vita. If I want something that's a little more on the warm side, then I like to go for either Max Warm Soul or something that's even like Milani Luminoso. However, this is really good if I just want something that's gonna make it look like I have a little color to my face, but it's not like intense by any means. So I really like this blush because I find it's very easy to wear. One thing to say about this is, again, if you're not close to my skin tone, this blush is quite sheer. Like I've actually applied quite a bit and you can see it doesn't look like I have a ton of blush on. So if you are much past, I would say probably even a light skin tone, you're not going to find this very suitable. Once you become more of a light medium to medium, it's just gonna be a highlight. So keep that in mind. I got this colored mascara and this is called, I think Perfect Pear. And this is really fun. Again, like I was saying, I really like lime green and I think it's just a really easy, fun pop of color. So I've been liking to wear this just on my inner corner lashes here. So like just this third, occasionally on my whole bottom lash line, but I kind of like to just pop it randomly. I think this is very fun. It works quite well. Like I only do 1 to 2 coats and it shows up because sometimes colored mascaras don't show very well. The brush is great for bottom lashes. This is not gonna do you a whole lot of favors on the top lashes, but because it's thin, I find it quite easy to apply to the bottom lashes. If you're wanting something on the top, you might wanna go get a couple disposable ones. I also have 2 of the butter lip glosses. In the summertime, you know what you don't see on Instagram, a lot of times I'm going to be wearing more natural, easy, run out the door makeup. And then Cherry Cheesecake. Apple Strudel I find is very wearable. It's kind of just that warmish pink, peach color. And then Cherry Cheesecake's a little more of an orange. I find this is a very fun color and it works with a lot of the makeup I like to wear in the summer months. I also have 2 butter lipsticks. Again, I've just been into the more low maintenance things, and these are both like hydrating, so it's not like I'm wearing a matte lip that's gonna dry out my lips. Snowcat, this is a great nude color. I really like it. A couple people have said that it's not very flattering on them. So this is the color right here. It's kind of a peachy undertone, so I could see why that wouldn't pull great on everyone. So probably not for if you're a super like cool pink. And then the other color is Fire Truck. I really like wearing this. This is one that I can just slap on with a more just like almost bare eye, and I think it looks fun. So as you can see, this is a pretty much like a cherry like red color, but it's, again, because it's a butter lipstick, it's kind of sheer, so it's not like as intense as throwing on a red lip. So this is OCC's Hoochie. I've been wearing this a lot, either under other lipsticks or alone, sometimes paired with the Hoochie actual lip tar, and sometimes on my waterline when I really want to be obnoxious. I really like this color. I find that Hoochie is a really nice wearable purple. Like if you want to wear purple, like it really is actually gonna be purple, not another color, then I would go for something like this because it does have that pinker undertone. It's not too crazy to wear. And then I have 2 more products. We have the Tarte BB Tinted Primer. I've been wearing this a lot just because it is something that works great for the summer. I can throw it on and then just add coverage where I need it, whether it's concealer if I want a really light finish, or I can add a little more foundation. And then lastly, the Marc Jacobs Je T'aime. This I find is the most wearable red I own for like slapping it on. It's basically this nice dusty red color. So those were my favorites for the past 2 months. Let me know in the comments box below what your favorites were, or if you're gonna be trying any of these out. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.